Hey, what's up, lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 2021 CBS special, Ghostsmas. So this technically is the marketing slogan version of two-part episodes that premiered December 15th of 22 for season 2 of CBS's American version of Ghosts, which is a spin-off of, not really spin-off, knockoff, inspired by the UK version of Ghosts, which is incredible, and the US version of Ghosts is incredible. We've talked about the US version of Ghosts a while ago. I was saying how I could not believe how incredible this show actually is, and I don't normally review like sitcom seasons, but that I couldn't not do it. It's just so incredible. Just the character dynamic, the set design, the story progression, the character development. It's just having all these different time periods, all these different characters from different time periods coexisting in one moment is so incredibly awesome. It's just such a wonderful energy. Love it. So, Jay and Sam own Windstone Mansion, and Jay's sister Bella is coming to Bela is coming to celebrate Christmas with them, and she's bringing her friend, who lifelong friend with him, but he's not her boyfriend in the beginning of the two-part series, two-part episode, holiday Christmas special, Ghostmas. And so the question is, Bela did some flirting with the ghost Trevor, who's the stock market bro who died in like '02, who doesn't have pants, ghost-wise, and he has the ability to text. Basically, he can concentrate really hard and like touch physical things. So he learned how to text, he learned how to type, he learned how to use computers, tablets, cell phones. And so he was texting Bela via a dating app for a very, very long time, and they fell for each other. And then once it was revealed that he was a ghost, she was of course heartbroken because it was the first guy she actually like connected with. So she's asking this male friend of hers in this Christmas episode special if he'll agree to being possessed by Trevor for a day. That way she can actually be with him on Christmas. That way she can actually hold him, like touch him, like be with him. And he actually agrees to it, or actually agrees to it. So they have the moments, but then Sam inadvertently is possessed by Thorfinn, the Norse guy who died over 1,000 years ago. Sasapis is the Native American indigenous ghost on property. Flower is the ghost that died from a bear attack in the 1960s. You got Hetty, who died in the 1800s. You have Isaac, who died from dysentery in the 1700s, 1777. You have Isaac's flirting with Nigel, the British enemy of the Revolutionary War, who lives out in a shed with his other Brits. You have Eddie and Trevor getting together at the end. It's just so entertaining. Pete and Alberta's dynamic, it's so well done. It's so well crafted. The different time periods. Pete died in the 80s. Alberta died in the 1920s. You have all these different dynamics just coinciding, and it works so well. Having Thorfinn possessing Sam for a bit, him going on his tirades of he hates Christmas so much that it's just a disgrace to the Yule Festival, and how dare you dress up Boulder's tree with these fake things, and it's so wonderful seeing. And I've said this numerous times, that Christmas is a hybrid holiday. And to have Thor go on rants that Boulder, the sun god, how dare you desecrate his tree. And then Pete explaining the Italian tradition of the seven fishes, the Feast of the Seven Fishes. It's the thing that his family did. Things that Christmas is about being together. And just because you're not physically with your family from back then, we're your family now. The ghosts are your family. Sam and Jay are your family. Bela is your family. So like, it's neat seeing this, but then having Bela's future boyfriend actually die, and then Thorfinn having to bring him back to life, but then him hanging out with the ghosts. I remember seeing this, and I remember watching this with my parents when it first aired, and our jaws dropped. We were like, what? We're gonna have a Christmas wearing sweatered ghost for the rest of the remainder, hanging out at Windstone Mansion. It was so shocking. Couldn't believe it. But then the truth coming out and everybody having their reconciliation and celebrating Christmas at the end, and Sam holding up the peppermint hot chocolate saying "Merry Christmas, everyone," and everybody else saying "Merry Christmas." After Alberta and company are all singing "White Christmas," and it's just it brings me to, I get choked up when Isaac and Nigel have their moment, when Thor realizes Sam cares when he opens up Sam's gift from Sam, that it's a ship in a bottle. It's a Viking ship in a bottle, and it's just so heartfelt, and it's so cool, and it's neat because it obviously it reminds me a lot of the British Ghosts Christmas episodes, because they have a few Christmas episodes, and one of those particular episodes where what's her face paints what's his face, I don't remember those characters' names, a self portrait, and he hates the first draft of it, but then he winds up absolutely loving the finished product, and it touches to everybody that, you know, it was a personal gift. So it was just so heartfelt as well, having all of the ghosts, you know, being able to smell the candle that Sam got for all of them, and the frozen pizza that Sasapis is just in awe of, that he just loves the smell of pizza. And it's cool having these different mythologies, these different lores going on with the different time period ghosts at this particular property, having these humans interact with these ghosts, having is somebody actually going to stay a permanent ghost? But then, you know, Eric comes back into his body, which is great. But it's just so well done. It's so perfect. It's so smart. It's sophisticated. You learn while watching this as well, which I really like. You have the different time periods coexisting, and it's one of those things where time is a perspective, and all of time is happening at the same time. That it's not linear, but it actually is all coming together. Brick Heck does an amazing explanation of time in the middle, where things that happen in the present are happening in the future, and, you know, deja vu is just one of those moments, kind of a thing. And it's just so cool having that explained, but seeing that, and it always brings into a wonderful what if kind of thing. You know, you go into a house and there's a ghost in the house, but that ghost died in, you know, 1920, right? Hypothetically. But what happens if somebody died in 1980? What happens if there's a ghost there from 1820? How does all of this work? How do the different timelines, not even the different timelines, it's all the same timeline. How do these different time periods, there we go, coexist? Is it one time plane smooshing up to another time plane? Is it everybody on the same plane but just pop up whenever they feel like it? Is it that whole memory kind of energy, the rinse repeat kind of a thing? Or is it an actual conscious ghost aspect? That's what it brings to this. So the lore of these ghosts is they're whatever they die in, that's how they are ghost wise. They can't change the clothes, they can walk through walls, and they can sit, but they can't leave the property. It's just very entertaining. It's just so well done as a series as a whole, UK version and US version. But bro, I get choked up watching this Christmas special. It's just very cheer. It's melding of the holidays. It's coexisting as one. It's a we not me. It's just so well done. It's be together for Christmas with the family, and know the good times and cherish the good times. Happy 7th night of Hanukkah. Merry Christmas to all, and to all, good night. It's just so well done. I also love the marketing concept of this particular 2-part episode that aired. Part 1 and 2 aired December 15th of 22 for season 2. It was just labeled everywhere as Ghostsmas, and Ghostsmas is not the name of the episode. The episode names is Christmas Spirit Part 1, the Christmas Spirit Part 2, but it was just marketed, and the basic poster for the show was just put in with like Christmas stuff, like Sam's wearing a hat. It's the same exact poster, but they imposed a hat on her. Good old graphic designers that they are. It's so cool, man. It's just so well done. I will watch this every Christmas season. I will watch this multiple times during the Christmas season. Happy Christmas, everybody. On to the next review. Mahalo.